Hello everyone, this is my teaser video for this coming Sunday, June 25th. Yes, we're already near the end of June. This is on Monday. Wednesday is going to be the start of summer. I guess it's the summer solstice, the longest day of the year, June 21st. For this coming Sunday, or the 25th, my sermon's called The Harvest. And I'm going to share a little bit of my growing up, where I grew up in Carlisle, or actually in North Milton Township, um, and I grew up right next to a farm or a cornfield. So I'm going to share a little bit about that because obviously with a name like Harvest, you're thinking crops and harvesting. But my passage is actually Matthew chapter 9, verses 35 through 38. It's a common passage or familiar passage where Jesus says, the harvest is plentiful, but my workers are few. A lot of people probably have heard that before. So again, Matthew chapter 9, verses 35 through 38. But for those of you who do these teaser videos, because I'm here to put some challenges, I'm here to have you dig deeper and look deeper into the Word, or look more into the context and everything. We hear about the workers in the field and the harvest, but when we become believers in Jesus, when we accept Jesus into our heart, we accept the Holy Spirit, we get baptized. One of our goals when we talk about our spiritual journey is to be more like Jesus, to try to emulate Jesus, try to act like Jesus. Jesus had a pretty simple method when it came to his ministry, and the church has gotten away from what Jesus did for his ministry, or his process or whatever. I want you, as you do your homework, is look at Matthew chapter 9, verses 35 to 38. As I read this, I came up with a 3-step process on how Jesus does ministry. 3 steps, a very simple 3-step process. Now, we've gotten away from that as the church, modern church, just like we've gotten away from how they used to harvest fields. In the old days, they'd hire workers, and the workers would go through and harvest the plants. Now, they got big tractors. A farmer can harvest the whole field with his big tractor and combines or whatever in a day or two or a couple days, when it used to take guys coming through and picking like they do in orchards or whatever, take them a week to do a whole field or whatever. So obviously that process has changed, and this is a passage that talks about the harvest and workers in the fields. So see if you can read, as you read Matthew chapter 9, verses 35 to 38, can you come up with a 3-step process on how Jesus does ministry? And if that's the 3-step process that Jesus uses to do ministry, shouldn't that be our process on how we do ministry, if we are trying to emulate Jesus? So that's the challenge. I will actually cover all 3 steps in this 3-step process during my sermon. So if you do this work, you can hear the sermon and see if I caught the same 3 steps that you found or discovered when you read this. But this is the whole purpose. If we're trying to emulate Jesus, maybe we should be looking into how Jesus did his ministry. So that's the challenge. That's the task. That's your teaser video for this week. I hope to see everyone on Sunday. Until then, take care and be safe.